Hey everybody, BTO Pro here, and today we're going to look at the lrn-table tag, and we're going to do some combo work on EdTechJoker. So, if you're not familiar, EdTechJoker is the code name I have given to the efforts I'm doing in the course I'm teaching at Penn State this year. It's basically hacking the educational process by having students learn about and contribute to open source web component driven ecosystems like this one. So let's look at what lrn-table does, and then I'm going to actually throw it up with links to the openly submitted work that my students do in class because they recently reviewed HAXcms. So I need to generate a table that has a list of all of their submissions. And that is a pain in the butt to generate a table, or it used to be. So to look at the lrn-table, I'm in my mono repo, which is our LRN Web Components repo on GitHub. And so I'm going to go into lrn-table. I'm going to do yarn start. We'll take a glance at what this element does. So our little documentation is going to fire up. We'll see that this claims to extend HTML element. So a demo of this tag is it uses a bunch of other tags, and reload there. Okay, so you saw a little loader, and it has a download table. What it's doing is it's taking a CSV file like this, and it's generating that table off of the CSV file. So this can create workflows where you have people working in Excel, or Office, suite type of software, whether it's Google Docs or whatever, where it's a lot easier to envision how a table works and edit it in context, or to already have data that's in a table-based format. So HAXcms, so course links is what I'll start this with, because they went and generated a bunch of little courses. So I cleaned up and got all these links already. There's more submissions need to come in, but I just wanted to get some of this out of the way. So what I'm going to call this is course links, and this will be .csv. We'll put this on my desktop. Yep, save it. So imagine workflow-wise that is that, right? I am someone that's creating content. I need to create complex content like a table, or I already have a data file of some form in Excel, and I want to get this out on the web. I'd have to learn how to write table stuff, or I could implement an lrn-table tag, point to the CSV file, and then give it a title and description, and let web components do all of the nitty-gritty that actually turns this into a 100% accessible data table. Something that is really difficult to do, requires a lot of training, knowledge of HTML, all that funness. So let's see this in context then, because I don't even write these tags. Obviously, that's what you make an editor to do for you. So this is my online course. It's called IST 402, Emerging Technologies, and shockingly, you get to learn about HAXcms in it. There it is, Lab 10, Hacks the Web. So they had to go through, and they had these user-driven scenarios. We did some stuff in class. You can read through this site if you really want to, but ultimately they had to make a little online course, because part of this is we're trying to make an engaging little online course about any topic that they were passionate about, in order to get just more examples out there, get faculty to be able to see what's possible, get some course stuff generated, generate some buzz around what this is, but it's also getting them experience leveraging this tool, giving us usability feedback, and then they have to do a video speaking through what their experiences are, what the things they liked about this were, where they ran into difficulties, because a byproduct of this course is also they're picking up skills in technical writing and technical speaking. To be able to land that job in an interview, you got to be able to talk through advanced technical concepts with ease, and what better way than to just constantly be talking about technology. So anyway, I have a lab section here, and then feedback. So let's put this under feedback, perhaps project resources. Well, let's add a page somewhere here. So, because I want to be able to clean this up after the fact. So you see resources. Let's do past student work. That will be useful for people to see. All right, so then HAXcms adds my page. Going to pass student work, and I am going to upload a file. And the file I'm going to upload, finding it on my desktop. The other window here, course links.csv. I'm going to drag and drop that on there, and without any questions, HAXcms, and in this case HAX specifically, that's part of just HAX, has recognized that it has a CSV file, it uploads it to the back end, then the front end is told, hey, you have a CSV file, and it queries the available tags and sees that this is the only tag that knows how to correctly handle a CSV file, and then brings us to this point in the operation, automatically populating this. There was a hell of a lot that just happened there in a simple drag and drop. But it would have worked for an MP4 file. It would have said, hey, this is a video or what have you. So title of this is going to be IST 402 links to past topics. Now, these aren't actual links in this case. I'll have to add something to it, but it just gives me an easy way to copy and paste this. You can see more detailed for accessibility. For class, we had to create our own HAXcms microsites and do video overviews talking about the experience with, wow, I can't spell today, experience with this advanced CMS technology. Cool. Save, puts that in the page, pass work. Here are some examples of past student work to check out. All right. And then we'll save, and we have a table there. And I don't have to think about the table. It's going to dynamically load, and yes, you have to, if you're a server-side rendering fanatic, you'll say, like, this isn't really there, but this is 100% accessible data table, and I don't have to think about it. Now, it would be nice to do the links. I'll have to do something maybe accounting for that to say, like, hey, convert these to links if they appear to be them. But it's pretty cool. I can just fire these up. And you can see people have made HAXcms sites about literally any topic they wanted to, which was the point. And it's not, to teach you about Fire Emblem, although it's funny that this one's about Fire Emblem. It's to get enough experience using the editor to be able to generate a video and speak intelligently about the pros and cons of this approach versus GrabCMS, Drupal, and WordPress, which are 3 other content management systems we've covered in class. So I'm going to do another video now that actually digs into the guts of how this element works. I think I'm going to take CSV table and try and convert it to lit element. I don't think it's in lit element yet. But that taps out where I wanted to get this one to. So if you're interested in lrn-table or any of the other elements we do, you can search for elms-ln on webcomponents.org. We have a lot of elements there. Or if you go to elms-ln on GitHub, it's under the lrn web components mono repo, where we have 400 plus web components that are out there, increasingly porting them from Polymer element to lit element or just vanilla JavaScript. So if you want to learn more about any of these projects, hit up these links, elmsln.org or haxtheweb.org, which is powered by the HAXcms content management system. Have a good day.